I'm going to cover the symptoms of protein deficiency today. So in the last video, I covered what protein powder would be the best, which was whey protein from Standard Process. They don't put anything bad in it. It's great. It's got inulin in it for the gut. It's just great protein. So you can certainly find something cheaper at the store, but it could be laced with DHEA and all kinds of fillers and fructose, high fructose corn syrup. So that's the one we go with. I also talked about 45% of people over 60 are deficient in protein. 85 to 100% of people in different nursing homes, assisted living, and retirement homes don't get enough protein because they feed them all carbohydrates. They don't feed them well at all. So even though they say they feed them well, I've had that experience numerous times, they don't feed them well. Symptoms of protein deficiency, these could be symptoms of other things, and it's not all inclusive, but a lot of these are. Decreased muscle mass can be protein deficiency, of course. Your muscles need protein. So you get sarcopenia sometimes when you get older, muscles diameter shrinks. And they did a study on people 90 years old and put them on weight training programs. So you need protein and you need some weight and resistance training, and those people increased strength 50% in 6 weeks, even though they were 90. So, you need some resistance training and you need protein for muscles. For bone health, bone is a third protein, a third water, a third calcium. There's some other nutrients and minerals in there, but that's the basic outlay of bone. So you need protein for bone. Next, if you're sick often, that can be, doesn't mean it is, but that can be a problem with not enough protein, as well as infections, a lot of infections. Lack of muscle growth, that's another one that we kind of just covered when we talked about muscle mass. Low hormones, your hormones come from protein, a lot of your hormones. Slow healing, again, slow healing is a problem if things just don't heal right, if you get injured or if you get a cut, it could be a low protein problem. Edema in the legs, we always want to get protein to patients. If they're getting edema in the legs, that could be the cause, so we need to talk about diet. And we're going to talk about in the next video about digesting protein and getting your protein. So fatty liver, that can be a problem, and also overweight's problem with fatty liver. They say now 10 pounds overweight and you have a fatty liver, so at least to a small degree. Skin, hair, and nails, you need protein for good, healthy skin and hair and nails. Your nails could get brittle, your skin could just kind of atrophy and not look that good. So very important, your hair. Women losing their hair as they get older is a fatty acid or vitamin F deficiency, we call it. A lot of infections, that ties in with sick often. Low enzymes. Enzymes are needed to digest protein. Again, next video we're going to talk about that. If you're hungry all the time, the body's saying, hey, I need the food. You might be giving me a bunch of carbohydrates. So I get hungry again, you're not giving me any protein. I get hungry again, you're not giving me any good vegetables and good proteins and stuff like that. So the body gets hungry again and you're back eating, but you eat the same old thing. So when you keep getting hungry, that can be because of protein. If you lack hunger, if you're not wanting to eat, that's a pituitary problem. And that's how we fix that. People who are very thin and not gaining weight because they just don't want to eat. Poor sleep, that's a big problem. With many people, if you wake 1 to 3, that's usually a liver thing. The liver's more active 1 to 3 when you wake 1 to 3 and can't get back to sleep. But poor sleep can be lack of protein, and protein is needed for the neurotransmitters. So look for the next video. It's going to be talking about if you're not getting your protein, let me rephrase. If you're getting your protein, you're not digesting it, you're not assimilating it, you're not getting all the amino acids, and the amino acids just hanging out in the bloodstream, and they won't go to the body because you're not getting them, and what to do if that's the problem. So be looking for that video. I'm going to do that shortly.